Yes. MAGA cannot take responsibility for anything. Trump cannot take responsibility for anything. There is no blame that will ever be levied at Donald Trump's feet by any of his followers. That's not a thing in MAGA land. Owning up to what you did, taking responsibility, owning your actions, they're not interested in that. If something goes good, it's Trump's doing. If something goes bad, it's somebody else's doing. And yes, they're blaming Biden for shit that Trump's doing bad, just like they blamed Obama for shit that Trump did bad. Case in point. When the pandemic first started, if you'll recall, one of the big things was, do we have enough PPE? Do we have enough masks and gowns and gloves? Do we have enough personal protection equipment? And what did Donald Trump say? Donald Trump said, well, we don't have enough of it because Obama left the shelves bare. We didn't have anything. Which, if it's true or not true, is irrelevant because this occurred 3 years into Donald Trump's presidency. 3 years. And he goes, well, look what Obama left us. Well, if you got into the position, if you got into the office and you noticed that the shelves were bare and that we had no PPE, why didn't you restock them in the 3 years that you've been in charge? Why did you wait until a pandemic broke out and then turn around and say that your predecessor left you holding the bag? That's like me buying a pizza joint in my town, right? I'm gonna go buy, Mom and Pop's Pizza. I'm under new management. Come in and get your pizza. And then 3 years in, I run out of the napkins that they had purchased before I took over. When I bought, there was a fucking shit ton of napkins. And 3 years in, I finally used the last napkin, and then a customer goes to buy a slice of pizza, and they go, you don't have any napkins. Why don't you have any napkins? And I go, well, those motherfuckers that owned the pizza parlor before me didn't leave me enough. That's essentially what Donald Trump did. Because Donald Trump cannot take blame for anything. Narcissists cannot take blame for anything. Narcissists cannot admit that they were wrong. And Donald Trump is incapable of admitting he was wrong. He's incapable of taking blame. And if he does, it's always in a joking manner, always brushed off. Donald Trump has blamed somebody else for everything that has ever gone wrong in his entire life. The red flag for Republicans should have been the Iowa caucuses in 2016. The very first primary held in the nation, 2016, the Republican Iowa caucuses were held, and who won? It wasn't Trump. It was Rafael Cruz. And what did Donald Trump say? It was rigged. We should hold it again. They should just give me the win because I won it and he took it from me. Not getting a TV award, rigged. Not getting a Pulitzer Prize or not a Pulitzer Prize, Pulitzer Prize, rigged. Not being on the cover of this magazine, rigged. Not being Person of the Year, rigged. Lost an election, rigged. Everything that ever goes wrong is because somebody else did it. Right? When he was months before the election, we were seeing all-time record highs in the stock market. What did he say? It's because I'm leading. Then he gets into office, the market tanks, and he goes, well, that was Joe Biden's fault. It's embarrassing. And I don't know how MAGA supporters are not embarrassed for supporting this shit.